use to take out our silicone. We'll use this guy, use this guy, we use this guy. This is the coolest thing ever. I'm gonna put a link on my channel here for this. This opens up like this, and you can get into nice areas where you know, like in here, so you don't bang your knuckles. You know, that's really cool. Then once you get out everything, then you get this bad boy right here, which I got a link on my channel here too. You guys should definitely look at putting something like this in. You don't have to get this drill. Yeah, this is a 90-degree angle drill, but it's nice and light. Milwaukee, so, you know, I don't know, they're 120 bucks or something like that. But you want to get a cheap one, get a cheap one, you know. This one's lasted me 1.5 years now. So I think it's all right. I don't get the Milwaukee batteries because they're expensive. I get the Chinese knockoffs, but they seem to work. And I go in here like this, then I go in here like this, and it gets everything, like, look at how clean this is. It gets right down to the nut. Now, what do we do for our grout lines that are just filthy? I got, this was a 3-inch. But I go in here. You see how nice that takes 2 seconds, and I'm going to go on every grout line up and down. First I do all the verticals, and then I do all the horizontals on each one. I got to put my mask on because it gets kind of dusty, and I put this on. But this is how we get, like, could we do this all by hand? Yeah, we could. And you know what was interesting? I'll tell you guys a story while I take a break for a second. So I've been cutting all the caulking out of this for 90 minutes now. That's how long it's taken me to get to this point where it's super, super nice and clean. Okay, even with all my tools. So a couple of days ago, we were doing a Reglazed job for a landlord. So we go in there, we gotta go up 3 flights of stairs. So I don't wanna have to bring all my toolboxes and stuff, right? Okay, I got this cobalt stackable. So I just brought 1 toolbox and then my bag, my fan, and my vacuum. So, but then I gotta do everything by hand, okay, without my tools. And I'm gonna tell you guys something, okay? My hands hurt the next day in the morning when I woke up, okay? If you haven't been using power tools, okay, and you've been doing everything by hand, okay, when you switch over doing the power tools, you will not mind carrying an extra toolbox, okay? Takes 5 minutes to bring an extra toolbox in, takes 5 minutes to pack it up and bring it out of the unit or the building or the house that you're working in, okay? But I'll tell you, the energy and the time it saves you, especially the energy, it sucks the energy out of you when you're doing everything by hand, okay? You go home, when you just use all power tools, you go home, you take your partner out for dinner, and nothing hurts. It feels nice. You just relax, have a nice glass of wine with him or her. You're chilling out. And the reason why I say that is, you know, there's female refinishers out there, there's male refinishers out there, and you take your partner out. See, Cindy's taking a break right now. She's having coffee. Later, we're gonna go out for a nice, maybe a late dinner or something like that if we're done this job, because we'll be tired. We don't. But my hands don't hurt then. Nothing hurts on me. I'll tell you, that job that I did a few days ago where I did everything by hand, everything hurt me in bed. I'm never doing that again. I'll make an extra trip up the stairs one more time to bring my power tools, because that doesn't hurt me to go up and down the stairs. But you're not meant to be going like this, you know, for an hour straight. Everything hurts. Your tendons hurt, your tendons hurt, your ligaments hurt, everything hurts. You see my wrist right there? That little bump on my wrist? Yeah, that was just killing me. Forget it. Power tools all the way. Let's get cleaning this grout. That's it, all brand new, super shiny, super white. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it's so nice and so brand new. Even the caulking is nice and straight everywhere. All right, guys, bathtubrenew.com. We will see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.